Before we can package and submit our app, there are a few things we need to complete in the application manifest within Visual Studio. If you remember, the application manifest is where we added our application icons to the app. We didn't look at the other tabs, but we'll do that in this video and define some of the unique parameters that you'll need to work with in your own apps before you send them to Microsoft. If you still have the project open from the previous chapter, you can keep working with it. If not, open the project from the downloaded exercise files. Since we need to work with the app manifest file, expand the Properties folder in the Solution Explorer and double-click on wm-appmanifest.xml. Here we can see the app icons that we attached to our project in the previous chapter. One other field we should populate is the application description. Just provide a simple description in here about what our app does. As a general hint, you may find it helpful to keep app descriptions and other descriptive text in a Word document or in some other separate file. It makes it easier to update them as you add new versions and keep them consistent if you're using them in multiple places. In addition, not all areas where you enter descriptions will have spell checking support. Next, we need to define the capabilities of the application. When you submit your app, you need to define all the hardware and network capabilities of the device. This is used to notify the user before they purchase or use the app that the app requires specific capabilities on the device. For instance, it may require access to the internet, access to media services, access to your user account, file access, or other capabilities. Some users that are sensitive to access to their hardware may not permit the use of these certain capabilities. It also provides extra security by notifying what an application can do. If you build an app and not specifically request access to a capability and then try to access it, the app will be denied that access. In fact, an app may not successfully compile if you violate your defined capabilities rule, or it could be rejected during the app review cycle. Since our app doesn't require access to any unique hardware, we can uncheck all of the capabilities. The Requirements tab continues the list of allowable services that your app can work with. In this case, it is focused on hardware capabilities like cameras, near-field communications, the compass, and motion sensors. Again, since our app doesn't require any of these, we can leave them unchecked. Finally, we have the Packaging tab. When we create our app and build the package or ZAP file, within it is metadata about the author, version number, and other information of the app. Some of the information on this tab is automatically generated, so unless you have a specific reason to do so, keep the product ID and publisher ID unchanged. These are the unique identifiers for your application and developer account that will link everything together in the distribution and reporting system at Microsoft. Let's go ahead and finish the rest of the information on this page. I'm going to put in my name as the author. Publisher will also make me. Since this is the first version of the app, we'll leave it at 1.0.0.0. And this is the unique product ID that's been assigned to my app, as well as my personal publisher ID. Below also are the default languages for the app, in this case, United States English, as well as other supported languages that the app can work with. With this tab finished, we're ready to build our release version and begin the submission process. We'll do that in the next movie.